Well, there's this really static bio on the city website that we need to update, which is usually how I get introduced, and it's much less interactive and rich than what Owen's just done. So I think if somebody got that on tape, we should just replace my bio on the city website with that, make it digital, make it interactive, and a tribute to Owen and his creativity and what he's accomplished in this city, and which we get to celebrate today. It's certainly about the future of the Edmonton Digital Arts College, but it's also about the journey to this point. And I know there are many employees in the room, team members of Owen's, but let's give it up for Owen and his team.
Yeah.
There is a lot of emphasis, and understandably, on the big post-secondary institutions in Edmonton, the flagship names that we all know. But there is such a rich ecosystem here of learning from, I like to say, from kindergarten to your PhD in nanotechnology, but it's actually even broader than that, from early childhood education, from the Center for Family Literacy and what they're doing with kids, to lifelong learning that's supported by the Edmonton Public Library and the maker spaces, and then there is this niche, or a series of niches, in the private vocational college sector, and Guru has been one of the really neat additions to the ecosystem in the last decade, and to see it grow, to see it thrive, to see it embedded here at Startup Edmonton, which is itself sort of a cauldron of the new economy that we're trying to build here in Edmonton, a renewable and smart economy that we can build here in Edmonton. To be embedded in that is wonderful, and so that's why I really wanted to make sure I could come and be a part of today's announcements, was to show my respect for Owen's entrepreneurial drive in this, and to acknowledge that it's a whole ecosystem of partners that make these things possible, and it benefits a whole ecosystem of communities in the creative arts certainly, and also in business. And when those two things unite, really exciting things happen in Edmonton. They have for a long time, and they've built some of the great festivals that we know about, and they built some of the great businesses that we talk about in the creative spaces. And also they stimulate and nurture, our big companies that do more conventional things, to think differently, to be creative, to look sharp when they go out into the world and represent the Edmonton brand. And damn it, it's phenomenal that Edmonton is not a dirty word anymore. And that somebody's willing to put the name Edmonton on their on their business in this way. And so I really want to thank Owen for the name change. I mean, you've been a Guru for 12 years, but to be able to go forth and have everyone who graduates from here have the name of our city on their credentials is wonderful. And I think it's an expression, it's one more of many expressions of confidence in this city and its potential and its future. And so on behalf of the citizens of Edmonton, it gives me great pleasure to congratulate you and to thank you. And since the one thing I get to do without having to ask City Council is proclaim, I have spontaneously decided to proclaim today Edmonton Digital Arts College Day in Edmonton.